up, everyone? I would like to go a little deeper into the oil field protest topic, but I'm going to more dissect the environmental side of this. Last video I had talked about Justin Trudeau's phase-out comment. I'm not going to go too much more detail into that. Again, I still think it was a reasonable comment, but because of his lack of details, he made it a very ridiculous comment. So, what I want to talk today about effectively is, I truly believe in the climate change debate, it is the best example of political games I can give currently, where one side expects to get their entire way and shut out the other team. So the environment wants to get everything their way at the expense of everything the industry needs. And industry, I'm sure there's some that it's the same thing. Everything they need at the expense of this side, the environment. On both sides, I'm sure there are some that acknowledge, okay, we can't spite industry. We got to accept that industry does provide us jobs. It's what feeds a lot of families, so we can't just, spite industry. And I'm sure there's some people on the industry side or the industrial side or whatever the correct word would be that look at the environment, okay, yes, I get this job from industry, but if we don't have a good environment, my job isn't going to matter. So I don't want to discount the reasonable people that can definitely see what reasonable is in this debate. However, on the environmental side, I truly believe nothing we can do will ever be good enough. Now, what do I mean? Tomorrow, let's just say, paint a hypothetical picture. We wake up tomorrow, the infrastructure that I talked about in my previous video to support renewable energy and electric cars suddenly materialized. Suddenly, renewable energy was just as reliable as the energy sources we use today. All the jobs that would disappear in the oil patch could be put into the renewable sector. There would be no job loss. There may even be job creation. All the jobs we lost in the downturn are recreated, and all those people could go back to work in the renewable sector, renewable energy sector. They could all go back to work, even those who lost their jobs when the downturn first happened. So now we're back in a boom and times are good. Electric cars are now affordable, and they can go just as far as a petroleum-based car, and there are plenty of places to charge your battery. So now we live in a world where all those arguments are out the window because the technology is now there to fully replace, and we've already done it. So that's all well and good. I guarantee you the environmental side of this debate will always find something that they can not accept. Whether it be they don't like the way we make the plastics needed for solar panels, the circuit boards, electric cars, whatever have you, the steel to make the cars, the steel to make the windmills, or whatever metals are used. They don't like the process of refining the metal. They don't like the process of getting the materials to make plastics. Where does plastic come from? Petroleum products, or oil in this case. They will never be happy. Another good example is electric cars. What do they run on? Battery. What powers the battery? Lithium ion. Oh, now they don't like how we mine, the way we mine the lithium. It will be a never-ending struggle with the environmental movement. A movement that, yes, we should be helping. Yes, we should be doing everything we can to make sure we have a great environment, not only for ourselves, not only for the rest of our lives, and not only for our children and the next generation, but for anybody that comes after our kids, and kids after that. We need to make sure we have a good place to live in, as well as to pass down to the next generation. I agree with that. However, we can't destroy our society to achieve those goals. And this is what annoys me the most about the climate change debate. The political games and the fact that we know one side will never, ever be happy. One side will always pick apart everything we do. It'll never be good enough. We'll find a new way to mine the resources we need clean, but it'll never be clean enough. They're already pulling this now. How many studies, how many reports do there need to be that show that Alberta crude is actually cleaner than other crude oils? But no, it's still not good enough. We're seeing the evidence of this now. So in some ways, I truly think we need to save the environment from the radical environmentalists. Because they're one step, or they're one part of the equation that'll make sure we never get a proper solution to this problem. I'm sure on the industry side, there are people that are that equivalent where it's the almighty dollar. It doesn't matter what this does to the environment, it's the chase for the almighty dollar. There's money to be made there and I'm making that damn money. I don't care. There are those people too, and we can't forget that, and we can't stop confronting that either. We need to stop playing these ridiculous games that tear us apart and stall progress in important issues that will affect us all. No sum of money that you can make will protect you from the worst case scenario on any climate change. We're all in this together. Let's work on solutions together. Just because the politicians want to play their ridiculous games on Parliament Hill, where all they do is posture and act like school children, doesn't mean the rest of us in the real world have to mimic that. Anyway, that's how I feel on this issue. I wish more people would grow up and do the right thing, but it doesn't look like we're good. It doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. It's unfortunate, but that's life. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching. Share this video, leave a comment, and enjoy is the best I could say. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.